Be running just fine.
Alright, in that case, we are officially live for anybody joining us for the purpose of Fight Night here on the Goggle Bob blog. We have decided to play Street Fighter V in Beat's absence. We'll be picking up Mega Man Legends for real again next week. And in the meanwhile, let's get it on.
Let's do this.
Yes. You want to introduce
Talk
yourself?
about relationships with Street Fighter V.
Oh, do tell.
Oh no, I picked it up when it was new. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it, but didn't have a ton of time for it. And I sort of picked it back up every time they decided to give it a name.
Yes. No, I imagine that is much what people have been doing. This one I have to deal with for...
I did spend a lot of time, being, wow, went straight for cat.
If it exists in this game, come on. What were the odds of freaking...
There's some deep cuts in these choices.
I mean, they are, but just the sheer odds of them going for a Breath of Fire character and then specifically a Breath of Fire 2 character and then specifically, one of the supporting females. Not even Ryu or Nina, yes. Actually...
Well, now I have to beat you for saying Ryu instead of Ryu.
Damn it, I always do that. She never quite works like I think she's supposed to work.
Oh yeah, she's got, stuff on 2 buttons rather than,
And she aims high when I think she's gonna go, straight. I feel like there's a certain expectation. I will just get away from you now. I feel like there's a certain expectation when a character has a sword or a stick, or also in the case of Marvel vs. Capcom, a hammer, wherein you expect them to swing it in a certain way, and when it doesn't work like that, you're just like, dang.
It's rough.
So for the record, I'm not any good with Cat. I just felt like it was important that I play as her.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not amazing with Alex, but I have spent some time with him.
Why do I keep getting close to you? Aha! I can jump over.
But consider...
It's V-time. Oh, and before we were officially streaming, I was talking about the fact that I am terrible about accidentally activating hyper combos when it's not going to be...
Oh, that's what that was. That was an accident.
Yeah. Inevitably. It will happen a lot.
I love what happens whenever you actually KO with that move.
Just stuck in there forever.
Beautifully cartoony.
Just wound up as sword in the stone. Hi, Jeannie. I see you in the chat.
Hey.
Good day and welcome.
Someone has to be in the chat.
Welcome to Street Fighter Times. So I think this was partially prompted, fanboy. I want to say, there was a Twitter comment you made recently about character design, and I remember mentally taking a note that it was a horrible opinion, but you're welcome to repeat it.
It was basically just that, I feel like SF5 has, an almost 50-50 split between, really interesting and good designs and just absolute trash.
You know, I don't disagree with that. So I think you insulted a character I actually like, but...
If I were to hazard a guess, let's see, the ones I remember calling out as terrible were Fong and... Let's see.
Oh, Fang. Fang. That one I actually like.
I hate him. I hate him with all of my heart. Sure.
Like, he's a terrible... Like, once you get past the fact that he's a terrible, weird stereotype...
Like a weird, like, throwback to Yellow Peril design.
Right, which, I mean, there's a weird kind of... There's a weird kind of racism where I say, well, it's a Street Fighter game, half the characters are basically fueled by this.
The thing that...
A kabuki sumo wrestler.
The thing that makes it very slightly more forgivable is that the longer a character is in Street Fighter, the more they become less of a stereotype.
Which is true, so this is Fogg's first game.
But the problem is I don't ever want to see him again.
This makes sense. No, I generally like the concept going on there, and I like that they introduced a character like Vega, or should we be saying Claw? Like,
I am fine with either.
Vega is like a bad guy, but I feel like was just designed that he could exist independently. Like, same for Balrog, ultimately. That you're dealing with, like, a character... Like, there's no unified, this is a bad guy look for, like, M. Bison's Inner Circle. But, like, Fog is, like, unmistakably, like, a bad guy. And I realize part of that is because it does come back to the racism. But, like, he's a dude who lives off of poisoning people. Like, he's not a good person. And I kind of appreciate that. Like, he's not just a boxer who happens to be involved.
Not just an asshole. But that's also part of, like, what makes characters like Balrog fun, is that he has no ideological commitment to Shadow.
Right, no, there's definitely, I do enjoy the fact that they keep bringing I actually was writing about this for a future article, but M. Bison is supposed to be, like, a genius-level dictator who has done, like, amazing conquering of the world, but he keeps hiring the same idiots that are constantly going to betray him. Like, Balrog is just like, why would you do this to yourself? Why would you hire this man twice? Technically, like, 3 times if you're including Alpha?
And you should.
Yes. Yeah, well, I feel like a lot of the Alpha plot for characters that weren't, like, obviously supposed to be part of Alpha is, like, just kind of like, why is this guy here? Well, he's doing the same thing as in Street Fighter 2. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alpha is half just basically a way to paper a lot of Street Fighter 1.
Yes. Yeah, and there's I very much give it the Street Fighter 1.5 moniker, because there are definitely some characters that are there for, like, Street Fighter 2 throwbacks, and then you think about it for 5 seconds, and it's like, well, that's the only reason they're there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I want to bring up Ed here for loving the philosophy behind his design, because he's a very weird character.
Agreed.
Both him and Falk... Say what?
I said agreed.
Because both him and Falk are built around this idea of, like, oh, well, they use... they don't have quarter circles, they don't have charges. They just both use, like, button combos and, like, very simple inputs, and it's very interesting. You're on borrowed time.
And I also very much appreciate, like, the character concept of they are sort of doing, like, Shadowloo the next generation, which is appreciated. Because kind of like with talking about Alpha, it seems like they've only ever done the same group of characters, or they've done, like, an entirely different organization, like, you know, Gil and his lot.
Illuminati.
Yes. And I very much appreciate that they kind of tried to do, like, you know, this is the logical extension of, like, Balrog's successor.
I do love that, like, Balrog's successor has some of Bison's powers and exactly Balrog's bad attitude.
Yes.
The exact child that Balrog would raise.
Yeah, no, it is the unholy bastard child of Bison and Balrog. 2 people kind of named Bison.
The 2 Bisons.
The 2 Bisons.
I also want to say that I always have found it incredibly funny that the only the costumes they give you for free are the tracksuits, because they always need to make sure that it is impossible to have a copy of the game where there is no outfit for a character that's fit for ESPN broadcasts.
Let's go.
But also, like, Akuma wearing a tracksuit gives off extremely the gym teacher you hated energy.
By which you mean the gym teacher.
Yes, any given gym teacher. Also, you find someone had to fulfill the prophecy and play his role.
I was like, we have to do the Mega Man Legends thing. It occurred to me. I mean, I played as the character while we were talking about terrible character designs. I played as the character that I thought was just the worst. Which was,
I wasn't paying attention to who you were actually playing.
It's not evil Ryu. It's eviler Ryu.
Oh, it's Kage. The thing is, I still think Kage is less terrible than the SF4 evil Ryu design.
Yes.
The most Shadow the Hedgehog design.
Yeah, well, I kind of liked the tracksuit. I might be too distracted for this match. Isn't there like at least one canon where Sakura eventually becomes a gym teacher?
Yes, that's this canon.
Is it? Because this canon, I thought she wanted to have babies.
That's like something that happens, I think, in like her arcade mode ending.
Yeah, no, it definitely does, but I think she's... Well, there's one... At least one story out there where, like, the culmination of Sakura's journey is she becomes a gym teacher. In this, I think they just make reference to it, like, kind of casually.
She's
like
currently like an arcade, someone as an arcade operator.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, no, she
definitely. Okay.
I was just going to say she is an arcade operator, or she's like an arcade manager, like whatever the minimum wage equivalent is in Japan. But point being is that,
that was my real goal for this match.
Nice.
Die 1,000 deaths.
Well, I'm gonna win one of these eventually, for the record.
But you were saying about Sakura.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely the one where, like, she comes up with the idea that maybe she's going to have kids now, and it's kind of like completely out of left field. Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean,
I'm perfectly fine. I do like the idea of Sakura being like, I like fighting, but that's not my life. Like, I think that's fine.
Yeah, which
like,
makes perfect sense.
To babies.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is she has to live in a universe that is based entirely on fighting. But, like, the idea that she could get out of the game at a certain point is probably, like, healthy.
Like, it's even more like, I don't... Like, I get the sense, like, oh, Sakura enjoys fighting just fine. It's just, like, it's not, like, her entire life. It's just one of the things that she does.
I would like, at least one character to... I'm going to just try random and see what happens. I would like... what? No. Oh.
Oh, it's Final Fight. It's Cody versus Lucia from Final Fight 3.
Amusing.
That was a deep cut. That was weird to see.
Yeah, no, that was definitely one of the ones, like, I felt like, was it season 2 or Lucia was season 3?
Lucia, I think, season 4.
Season 4, was it? But whatever season, there was one season in there where it just kind of felt like they were, I think it was season 2 in my mind, where it was just like, screw it, watch what we can do, and it's like, here's Abigail.
Oh, Abigail was great, because, like, everyone wanted it to be Hugo, and he's just completely different and such a complete weirdo. This is concerning. We might not... This match might disconnect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. There we go. I've seen sometimes where, like, it'll get to that sort of, like, loading white screen, and then just never happen.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah, is this her default costume, or is this just
this is her default.
I don't know why I'm just noticing the ridiculous stockings for the first time here. Like, nothing screams cop like striped stockings that come up to your thighs.
But yeah, I kind of liked one of the many things that I appreciate about this game was just like, after like Super Street Fighter 4, like there was basically never a character that's like, oh, that's unexpected.
Yes.
And like with SF5, they kept going with like, well, you can throw in at least one person that's like, what the hell is this guy doing here?
No, time for rival schools to be remembered.
Oh man, that makes me so happy. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Also, just giving Cody a handful of things from Final Fight is pretty fun.
and Mighty Final Fight too.
Oh yeah,
His tornado thing's definitely from Mighty.
Tornado. And it's also finally a functional fireball, so just pick up goddamn one.
Yes. Look out! The mayor's got a knife.
Also, Mayor Cody was kind of inspired choice.
Yes, no, I do like that they got away from, well, Final Fight Streetwise for one thing. But the idea, I mean, like, it always felt, I don't know if it felt bad particularly that Cody was stuck being a prisoner forever, but like...
It was just kind of depressing, I guess.
Right, I think that was it. Like, he saves the entire town, and basically his girlfriend breaks up with him, and he goes to jail forever. And even the
he's just too violent to ever leave jail again.
Yes, and that one arcade fighting game had, like, it established very firmly that he was jailed because, like, Eddie E and Poison worked together to frame him for murder or whatever.
It doesn't really feel fitting for something Poison.
Right. Well, no, I think they distinctly made the point that, like, Poison was attracted to him, and...
That's from Final Fight Revenge, yeah.
Revenge, yes. That was the arcade fight game. And when I say fight game, I mean it was actually a fighter.
Like, it was a fighting game, even though you had
Thanks, random.
Oh god, I hate him.
On a side note, if I ever had a chance of winning with anybody, it ain't Fong.
I would like to point out that also he's going to be shouting "Take the poison" and Poison's entire fight. I would like to point out that like Fong also exists to fulfill like the point in Shadaloo of like no one is quite as gleefully evil in Shadaloo except Bison.
This
and
is
then
true.
they brought in Fong to kind of to make that up, and like I think part of his plot line is like he fucking murdered Rashid's friend.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of characters, that I think are a really good design.
Oh, Rashid, definitely. I like that guy. I mean, I kind of feel bad, Rashid being primarily one of them. I feel bad about the Season 1 characters because I feel like they were introduced...
he was a base game. He's not even Season 1.
Well, I mean, when I say Season 1, I mean
Okay,
the original launch characters, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And, like, because, like, everybody was just like, well, where's Guile? And, like, those kind of characters. And then the side effect of that was, like, you know, we got excited about the likes of, like, Abigail and stuff. But, like, any of the Season 1 characters, like, I am not exaggerating that I'm right now trying to remember the name of frickin', the Brazilian lady.
Laura.
Laura,
I
thank
remember
you.
her because she is directly tied to Sean in the lore.
Yes, she is. And also, oddly enough, perpetrates the stereotypes that all Brazilians are electric for some reason.
Yeah, I love that is like the Street Fighter stereotype for Brazil. Oh, electric.
Yes, that's the thing they can all do. It's just a thing, don't worry about it. That was an interesting zoom in.
I learned all about the nature of Fong's sleeves.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, gym teacher Poison is also rather amusing in my opinion.
Like, all the tracksuit designs are fun. Like, it's very interesting to see them in them.
I'm going to walk away now. Felt like I had kind of a groove going with him the first round, but here we are. Just gonna get pummeled by that.
You lose.
If the low forward's a good poke.
Good old poison.
At some point, you gotta drop the bad boy in. Trust me.
But no, I mean, yeah, most of the characters, like, definitely Balrog and Vega and Shadaloo are just kind of sadists in general. Like, they like pain, but, like, that's about it.
Like, Balrog just likes money and winning. Like, Boxer. Like, just likes money and winning. And, like, sure, he likes beating people up. That's fun for him, but, like,
Sure,
that's kind
he
of
likes
secondary.
beating people up.
But, like, that's secondary. Like, he enjoys doing that, and he would do that for free, but, like, he definitely needs money to be involved in this shit. Claw absolutely is doing it for fun. And would do it for free, basically. But has no, like, broader purpose in mind for it.
Broader purpose. Actually, where is Lara? I'm like, I don't even know where she is on the character
She is
select
right below where she,
screen.
like, 4 from the left.
What was
Or 4 from the center, I should say.
Sure.
Let me zap you.
I'm so
Oh, man.
See, look, launch character fight.
Launch character fight. Listen, as much as I make fun of Fong, he's still better than Nikati.
Yeah, well, that was just a freaking weird ass Killer Instinct character that snuck in. That like, well,
It's
nobody
kind of a
was looking.
JoJo knockoff as well, but the thing about him that sucks is just like you can tell they knew he sucked because by the time they actually made a story mode, he was not the villain.
Kinda there.
He's just gone.
remember the name.
It's like Ryu, you have to fight him. It's like, oh really? Happy Halloween,
gosh.
everybody. Yeah, okay, you know how to play as Rashid.
This was the character I wanted to main when the game launched. And then it turned out that he was ridiculous. But, oh man, I hope he shows up in SF6. He's definitely a win.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, legitimately, I would have told you frickin' Sea Viper was a lock for whatever came after Street Fighter 4, but here we are.
Yeah. I mean, the one that I most expected to come back from 4 was Guri, and she did. But
Yes, no, I mean, she definitely...
I don't think there's a single new character... That's... it was, again, me, like, sort of comparing, like, why I like 5 more than 4, but I don't think there is a single new character in SF4 other than DiCapri in after Super.
Yeah, no, that's wholly accurate. But then again, that isn't unusual because, like, basically, almost the entire cast of Street Fighter 3 got ignored for 4 until, like, the later expansions. Is that Rufus dancing in the background there?
It might be. That's another character that's just like, oh god, I just want this man never to show up again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is weird to me that both Tekken and... Hey, look, it's a joke about the electricity thing.
Every time it's electricity from where you're from down, they made that joke in game.
They're calling themselves out on that. Like, there is... Okay, just the weird symmetry of both Tekken and Street Fighter acting both at the same time, introducing fat guy who's fast.
Yeah, Bob and Rufus. But, like,
and it was like, what was the point?
Bob as a design kind of works.
Well,
Rufus
Doesn't. Bob works in the Tekken universe because it's a guy wearing a shirt and jeans.
Pretty much.
It's like, there you go. Thanks for playing. Too random again. Oh, Sakura again. Okay, whatever. Oh, gee.
I love that they've steadfastly refused to state or imply how G and Q might be connected.
I kind of feel like they're going with... I feel like it's obvious. Like, there's an obvious... Like, I feel like they really made it clear that Q is basically a hobbled G.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that seems to be how his moves work. Like, you can see...
his moves, and, like, they've made it clear, like, they're definitely related somehow, and like that is the logical assumption, but they won't say it.
This is true.
Because it is my
G managed to like complete. That was one of the fun things that happened. Was G managed to steal the show at the point where they were like bringing in like awaited SF2 character Sagat.
Yeah, I was like Saga, and then because there was the original idea from the fans that G was a freaking bloody roar character.
Oh, that was incredible.
That was like, guys? That was
Do you
like,
remember who owns what?
yeah, that was big, like, the Smash Brothers theory that, like, you know, they cut out Tracer or whatever, like...
Oh, God.
Like, I guess this is a possibility, but...
I always want to be able to play G.
Yes, I understand. I mean, I wanted to play as I wanted to play as Q back in the Street Fighter 3 days.
I mean, Q is bad, though. Like,
Yes, but I wanted it so bad. His theme song sounded so much like the X-Files. That was important to me.
I'm getting danced on.
I was going to say Sakura Dance.
I do like that there's like a different victory animation depending upon if your character like won with more than half of their health or not. Oh.
Yeah, that's always a I as somebody who occasionally goes back and plays old fighting games, I very much appreciate that, and it wasn't really on purpose either. I'm sorry to say, but like there are definitely like fights where the character's win quote will be like, "Phew, that was a tough one. I barely survived," and you got like a perfect on them.
Yeah. Everyone having like a different sort of victory animation is really good.
Well, hooray! I actually won a match. Have you seen anybody who dresses like that as president, Sakura? Like, I'm sure that makes sense with the default costume, but...
Listen, I'd vote for G.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, as president of the world, absolutely.
He cares about the planet. Who else would?
I was about to say,
like
that's
D?
important. He's also not like 100 years old, which is also important as far as I'm concerned.
No, I agree. This is an improvement.
God, you know, something's made me sad recently with the fact that it's Obama's 60th birthday, like, sometime within
He was the quote-unquote young president.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, he's still somebody who I feel like is old enough to be somebody who never actually had to answer an email.
Yeah. About another dumb apple. Oh, God. Sure. Hey, remember Ghosts and Goblins?
I mean, it's an appropriate costume.
Remember the Ghosts and Goblins spinoff that's a reskinned Incredible Machine?
No?
It's like Arthur and Astaroth's Incredible Tunes or whatever, and it's like it's Ghosts and Goblins, but with it's the Incredible Machine, but with a Ghosts and Goblins skin. I have no idea why.
Devour.
Whoever came up with that speech gimmick immediately doomed this character.
It's like, no, seriously, he's the worst. Yeah, I'm sure there's a universe where they planned for him to be like the Street Fighter V final boss.
Oh,
or
yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
even the Akuma. But
yeah, like he was meant to be like someone important, and then they like immediately had to backtrack because he sucked so much.
I mean, again, the reason I compare him to a Killer Instinct character is that I feel like when Street Fighter V was coming out, Killer Instinct was tearing it up with their like season pass idea. Like they had totally like dominated like this is how a fighting game should look discourse, and like this is what all the games will be doing in the future with releasing characters. And Street Fighter V kind of sort of followed that, but I feel like that was definitely courting, like somebody somewhere was trying to court the Killer Instinct crowd, which in the fullness of time that was definitely like a flash in the pan.
Yeah, I know people who really like that game. I could not. I did not enjoy how it felt.
I agree with you on that one. Although there are definitely a lot of parts in Killer Instinct that are amazing. Like they basically somehow
Damn.
they basically somehow synced like the entire menu to like when you're selecting things, like playing the theme along with stuff. Like there's a lot of little stuff that went into that was kind of amazing, but it didn't really add up to a full game that I 100% like, even if there is a Battletoad in it.
God. The Battletoads in that art style are really upsetting.
Yeah, you think?
Remember that Battletoads reboot from like last year?
I wrote about. It was exactly what a Battletoads game should be, and it was also completely forgettable.
The answer was just that, like, a faithful Battletoads reboot is just not that interesting in 2020.
Yes, that is 100% accurate. Like that would be exactly how I would describe it, because yeah. Like they did vaguely clever thing, but
Yeah.
although they did sort of set up, which I really appreciated, like if that game had been successful, I have no doubt there'd be like a Dark Queen spin-off literally right now. Like the game.
Oh, that would be fun.
The game
I would play
was
that more.
vaguely more interested in her than any other character.
I think it's a full. That represents a full understanding that a Ninja Turtles knockoff in this day and age has essentially no place in the market, but that people might go for like the cool villainous getting a spin-off.
Yes. Yeah, which come to think of it, a game featuring Shredder would be kind of interesting.
That would be fun. Oh, yeah, there's that, I just remembered there's a new Ninja Turtles game coming out soon. That one that's like a throwback to, like, Turtles in Time.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. Is that coming out soon? Like, when soon?
I don't know if it's... I think it's supposed to be, like, this year or early next year, but I don't know.
No, you know...
I'll have to play that for one of these.
This was a while ago, but a friend and I were spitballing modern Ninja Turtle video game ideas, and we came up with what I think was the best idea, which was simply, and this was random, that it became Balrog versus Vega. But we came up, the best idea
guess what name
for a Ninja Turtle game would be a Foot Clan managing sim, wherein you're essentially either Shredder or Krang, and you have to like manage resources. Like how much R&D do you put into returning to Dimension X? How much do you put into like foot soldier technology? Like,
I'm super into this idea.
Yeah, no, this would be and like every once in a while you fight the turtles, but they're more or less like just a SimCity style disaster. Like you had a whole lot of things planned, and then the Ninja Turtles came up and screwed it up. And also Bebop and Rocksteady similarly, like if you gave them a task, they would immediately fail, and you have to account for that. I'm just gonna let Vega die.
Try to stop me.
He deserves it. He knows what he did.
He does kind of deserve it. He's a real sadist.
Yes.
Care a lot about the... I like... The lifetime of SF5 has forced me to reckon with the fact that I both know about and care a lot about the Street Fighter continuity.
Oh, I 100% agree with you.
Like, I hadn't realized that until SF5.
Well, I mean, that is the weird thing. Like, I legitimately... Like I mentioned, being surprised that Sea Viper never wound up as part of this game, but, like... There were some quote-unquote mysterious characters that were introduced in 4 that, like, I'm still kind of like, well, what's their mystery? I would like some further information here.
Remember Abigail?
Yeah.
But Abigail was one of those characters that, like, I feel nothing about that character.
Which is understandable. Well, I mean, legitimately, I kind of feel good that I get to battle Abigail, because Abigail was definitely my #1 roadblock when I was a kid.
Wait, not Abigail, Abel.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, nobody cared about Abel.
Yeah, Abel, like, I like Abigail for being weird. Abel from SF4, who was like ostensibly kind of the protagonist of that story. They didn't care, but kind of. He, like, they just gave up on, like, making him interesting, I guess.
Well, I mean, the only thing they really wanted to do with him, it seems, is they made him maybe be the protege of Charlie, and then they immediately dialed that back.
Like, or, well, like, he also shares, like, some weird animations with Urian and Gil.
Oh, interesting. I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, they have some animations that he shares that makes it seem like he's supposed to be involved in their plot as well. But, like, the problem is that the design for him is just so straight down the middle boring.
Yes, 100% agreed.
Also, I'm always sad that I can never remember which set of buttons is required to make Urian burn off his clothes and just wear the bond.
I mean, I think it was mentioned on the forums one time, so maybe even by you, but I still think it would have been hilarious if they gave Urian all sorts of different costumes that he burned off every single one. Just like, you know,
I love that.
like complicated Halloween costume, and then it just burns off before you fight.
The most powerful thing about this is that they gave him, like he's the direct proof of why the tracksuits are free. Because that's the one outfit that he can't burn off.
Also, I really want, like, has anybody ever seen, like, a developer interview or whatever where they explain what happened with Seth? Because, like, somebody made this decision, like, I presume, like, as a joke in the first place. And
but, like, this is so much more interesting.
And then it's kind of like
suddenly it's, like, actually a character.
And it also makes so much more sense because there was always the weird side, like, speaking of Street Fighter lore, there's always been, like, kind of the weird side comment that, like, M. Bison is, like, keeping women around as spare bodies. And,
yeah, like
he hasn't used any yet, but, like, that's a possibility? Like,
it's clear that, like, he's not disinterested in that idea.
Right, no, he's, like, definitely into it. So the idea that we have a Street Fighter villain that's, like, body hopping and gender fluid is, like, pretty cool. Of course, they
and like the gender fluidity of Seth is not the villainousness here. Same with M. Bison.
Yes. Yeah, I think I've played a Seth.
Didn't even use
once
Aegis
before.
Reflector. What?
I said I think I played as Seth literally once before in this game.
Yeah, I've done it like 2 or 3 times. But yeah.
The sunglasses really work with that wind pose.
Yeah, no, it feels like they were really thinking about how they would be tilted when that wind post came up.
Yeah, no, I speaking of plot, I appreciate, what is it, Urian, is it pronounced? Urian?
Urian.
I'm just trying to make it sound like urine. But,
Too
like,
late.
I appreciate, like, he's the final boss's little brother. Like,
And he's eternally resentful.
yeah,
about
no,
that.
I mean, like, that is a solid gold character concept.
It's just like, no, absolutely furious at all times.
Yeah, no, it's like I could have been, you know, 2 different colors and able to summon meteors, but no, I'm not there yet. Also, speaking of character concepts, I am surprised we got Manat and Rose in the same game. Like, I really thought...
and because Manat had stolen some of Rose's moves, they had to actually redesign Rose a little bit.
Let's go with straight up a Persona character.
I see your future. Wanna know who wins?
She's voiced by the same character as whatever from Persona 5. The orange-haired one. The Inkling.
Futaba?
Yes, thank you. And they both
That
have a
was one of my
weirdly
favorite
Egyptian
characters in that
motif.
game.
It's weird.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna taunt for a little while.
Yeah, no, feel free. I'll hang back
My
until
hope
you
is that I
like.
can successfully execute the super taunt at some point during this and be summarily murdered when I attempt it. Like, you just wait until the end and then hit me with your critical arm. It'll be over. I love that they did that. Just the longer you let him do it, the more damage he'll take when you hit him.
Yes, no, agreed.
Have you considered your destiny?
You gotta give some sort of incentive for the opponent to let the super taunt play out.
But yeah, Manat and Rose was definitely a situation where it's like, okay, well, this is... They wanted to do a fresh update on Rose, so they replaced her with a new character that is similar.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm assuming they got, like, blowback for a lot of the characters that were changed at the start
yeah,
of
there was
Street Fighter
clearly
V.
a lot of people upset that they had made, like, really heavy changes to some of the characters, sometimes in design, sometimes in function.
I mean, predominantly in function where it's really noticeable. Like, you've got, like Charlie's an obvious one, but it's kind of cool
but people
that...
also, like, complained about the design as well.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, Dalsim feels like a totally different universe.
Yeah, but he's really cool, too.
Oh, yes, no, definitely. But, like, I assume that characters like Manat were created because it's like, we want to do a new Rose, but we know that we'll get yelled at, so here's a new character.
Oh, damn it, that was not my intention.
It's okay, it's
I'm
easy
never
to
going to be
work
able
out.
to do the super taunt now, I've ruined it.
Who wants some more?
Another time, Mr. Karate.
I love they gave him the Mr. Karate outfit. I hate the art of fighting, but I want to be the king of fighters.
I shall perfect the program.
Oh, that will not actually get you out of that. Interesting.
Punch.
Bonk. I was actually trying to taunt there.
I'm sure you were. It's a shame when you try to play Dan like Dan and actually win.
Yeah. Psycho Styles. I love the weird web of friendships that connect Dan, where it's just like, oh, who are his friends? Well, it's Jimmy and Sakura.
I was like, obviously he taught Blanca how to speak English, because that was a thing that happened.
I just love their friendship. It's beautiful.
And yeah, Sakura, like, already doesn't need Dan in her life, but is entertaining this. Now, to go back to the previous conversation about Sakura and, like, her getting out of the game or whatever, that's kind of the thing, is that, like, her character trait seems to be boundless optimism, and I'm pretty sure she can't, like, become, like, a Ryu-esque karate hobo and still be the same character.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I randomly got G. This should be interesting.
I'm playing as my favorite Blanca costume.
Yes, no, obviously. Chibi Blanca or whatever they call it.
The Blanca doll. One of my favorite things, like, there's, like, a YouTube channel that I have a subscription to that, like, every time there's a, like, patch update, they'll do some, like, notes about, like, how this has affected a lot of characters. Anytime they're doing Blanca patch notes, they, without comment, use this costume.
Yes, no, as well they should.
It's the only alternate costume they use. So good. Look at him.
I mean, it's one of those things that causes you to question the Street Fighter universe, because you've got characters that are like right here we have, like, a mutant electricity generating green man fighting a geomancer. And it's like, people are like, this is as normal as a karate tournament.
This is what happens on UFC, right?
Yeah, no, that's like the dude that's just, like, summoning sand out of nowhere. That's very normal.
Do we have opinions on the last new character that they announced for SF5?
I mean, personally, I think he's dumb, but if they're kind of touting him as the, like, Street Fighter 6 main character, And, like, in that respect, like, yes, I can totally see him being the next Alex or, you know, that guy who we just determined we
Abel.
couldn't remember his name.
He's less boring than Abel, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, but, like, certain
That's-
kinds of cheese are less boring than Abel.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Not all
there's
kinds
that
of
kind of
cheese.
cheese that only happens when like maggots happen, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, that's terrifying. That's way more interesting than Abel. But yeah, like it's one of those things where like he can be like, I spent a lot of today complaining about like Fawn and shit. I at least have opinions about Fawn. Like the big problem with Abel is that I don't even have a strong opinion about
Yeah,
it.
you, like, couldn't remember his name a moment ago.
Yeah, we called him like Abigail.
Yeah, I was
for,
like, I like
a minute
Abigail. Why are we
before
talking about
realizing that we were
Abigail?
fucking up. Abigail's a lot of fun though.
No, 100% agreed on that.
Like at the very least, I feel things about Fawn.
Also, I figure at this point, like, we're due for 2P for Street Fighter 6.
Oh
I
god.
figure that's like the last named Final Fight character that we need.
I mean, he is in the data here.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely is.
Okay, yeah, that didn't activate fast enough.
A super finale.
Now the hunt begins. But yeah, like, I was actually watching like a YouTube video not that long ago that was just someone sort of going through, well, if you hack in all of the characters in SF5 that you can't actually play as, how do they function? And that means there's like 12 dolls, there's 2P, there's Peter the Cop,
Who?
and Peter the Cop.
Okay.
And there's like there's a couple others, but there's just a ton of like these characters that only show up in like mini games or like briefly in the story mode for like one absolute destruction. And like they exist for very specific purposes, but they do have moves.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, all of the dolls existed with moves. Like, they had one unique special move each. So they
Several
could
of them actually have 2 or 3.
There you go. But yeah, they were predominantly individualized.
Yeah. They all have like actual designs. They went to some effort there for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They gave the full, like, 12 dolls around. Yeah, we'll go random again. See what happens.
Gil,
Akuma, okay.
the time has arrived. Come.
And also, like, they claim that this season was not planned, and it's pretty clear they're reusing some ideas they had with, what is it, Oro's coming up with this little baby turtle. And that was the idea behind Akuma initially.
Yeah, well, Akuma was originally going to have like an actual human baby.
Yes, which would be terrible.
The great thing about the design notes is that they're like, whoever came up with that design was thinking far into the future. He's like, could show up again in future as an actual character. Like as a playable, like, well, if I age him up, like he can show up in the future.
Yeah, and the Street Fighter universe, like, there just needs to be, like, one magical spring somewhere that turns babies into adults. Like, it's not like it had to be
And
that
vice versa.
complicated.
That's how we get all the characters to exactly where we want them to be.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of the other thing about Sakura, come to think of it. Like, they're never going to advance to the point that Sakura is, like, you know, an adult, because that would mean Ryu is, like, a 60-year-old man.
I mean, she is an adult by now.
Well,
Like,
she's
in
an
her,
adult,
like,
but I
early
mean,
mid-20s.
like, on the same level as, like, you know, Akuma here. Who
Yeah.
kind of could be a grandpa.
But yeah, like, I mean, like, I did feel less uncomfortable about the handling Sakura in this game, just by virtue of the fact that, like, in SF4, they just put her in the schoolgirl outfit, and the excuse was, that's just how she's comfortable. And it's like, it's a little weird.
That's just how she's comfortable. Well, that's okay, I guess. She
I
chose
can't
to do
stop
this.
her.
Like the ever
And then,
pop.
like, finally, they just gave her an actual new design for this one.
Yes.
I feel like that, and I remember when they gave her a when they gave her
Sad
damn, when they gave her like a gi in form, it was specifically like she has the top half of a gi, and then like trunks, panties, basically.
Yeah, it was like baby shorts.
Yeah, and like with this one, it was like, oh no, she just gets an actual gi to wear. It's like that feels more correct to it. Like at least as an alt, give her that.
I was about to say, give the poor woman some pants.
Oh fuck. There's something very unfitting but extremely funny about Aqua shouting "See ya."
Why does like that he managed to, like, we're on a bridge and he managed to pull like a geyser of lava out of the ground? Like that had a long way to go to get there.
I always found it fascinating that Gil has a mechanic that no one else does.
That is.
He can't do crush counters. So instead, if he lights the opponent on fire and hits them with ice, or hits them with ice and then fire, like such that they have the weird effect around them, it's called a retribution, and it has a lot of the same effects as a crush counter, but he has to go about them in a very different fashion.
Oh, now I'm fixating on his nipple. Can we move along? It's like right there in the middle of the camera, like that's
Who
blue.
dares?
It makes me wonder if he's sick or something. It's all very confusing.
Who's speaking? Who's here?
It's Caliscrub.
Oh, good day.
Oh, I gotta invite you in then.
I have an incredible win streak of 1 once. Every once in a while I win a round.
I'm just waiting for Callie to show up to log in so they can play along with us.
I think I'm in.
Let's see. Invite. Okay, yeah, you're in. There we go.
How do I go to my messages again? Message log.
Top left, one down.
See, don't worry, I had the same problem.
Like,
There we go.
Well, like a Steam invite, like everything else. Right,
Ready up. You think what?
I think I
Goggle Bob, ready up?
Am I in, or what are we doing? I assume.
I'm going to back a pew so you and Caliscrub can fight.
Okay.
It does surprise me that this has crossplay and like Guilty Gear Strive doesn't. That feels weird.
That is weird. I didn't know that was the case.
Yeah,
did Street Fighter V have crossplay like at the beginning?
at launch.
Oh shit! I got all these characters.
I'm gonna choose random, so there are like very low odds I'm gonna go anywhere with this.
Alright, I'll choose random also.
Oh no, not the Seth again. I definitely played Seth a bunch in 4. I think now this will be the 3rd time I'm playing a Seth in 5. So
Show me everything that you
like, the poor girl came out at the end of a season. Like, I'm sorry.
She and Gil were supposed to be the last character.
Right, and I think I played Gil, but I never even really got into Seth at all.
It does make me extremely amused that Gil is like far worse than both Seth and Urian as far as this game's mechanics are concerned.
Round 1. Fight. Mad Cradle. Mad Cradle.
Crazy barefoot Street Fighter 4 boss.
I like how that's the thing you brought up, like barefoot. No other part of Seth's design registered to you. Just barefoot.
It's just what immediately caught my eye.
Also, who joins? Who enters?
Cradle.
Oh, it's Ample Vigour.
Oh, hey, Ample Vigour. Beat
Hello.
is not here.
I see this. What are you guys doing?
We're just fucking around playing Street Fighter V.
Ooh. Wait. They have to. That's the most recent one, right?
Yeah, that's the most recent one. They have implied the existence of Street Fighter 6, but not shown it.
Yes.
One day there will be another Street Fighter.
They claim
Street
that
Fighter another.
generic guy is going to be the next leader of Street Fighter 6 or something. Luke.
They said he was the future of Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 6, Rise of Bigger Luke.
Oh no. What about Luke?
Like 2 U's.
Yeah, 2
I
usually.
like that.
Yeah,
dig
that's the clone, right?
Yeah. I want that to be like the standard for naming clothes in the real world when we reach that hell future.
I think they should all be named after sheep.
Oh man, looking at the what is it? The Street Fighter 2 Image Museum promotional artwork on Twitter. It was a. Let's see. It says here that it was an art exhibition in Japan showing off concept and other artwork for the series.
The racism gallery.
But I mean, they had the courage to be racist against everyone but Japanese people, which is a kind of bravery only seen in Japan every single day of their entire history.
Listen, E Honda feels racist against something.
God. It's like, oh yeah, no, the Spaniard. Oh, he's an effeminate man wearing tight pants. You know, the
Also, he's a ninja for some reason.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, add a Matador Claw wielder or something.
And
This
who's
was
the Japanese guy? Oh no, he's really cool. What about the other Japanese guy? No, he's cool. He's rich. But
I love,
we've got these black characters that no, that won't be necessary. It won't be necessary to look at a single.
Have you seen
black
Mike Tyson? I figured it out.
Yeah.
We've got a black character that's a boxer. We've got another black character that's a boxer. We've got...
Yeah, we've got another black character. He's Jamaican, and his thing is he's really lazy. We need to stop. We need to stop this conversation now. No, he's lazy, and he loves reggae.
Don't worry though. Capcom USA designed DJ.
Oh, I had no idea. Oh, yeah, the United States and our long and
Our long history.
our long history of respect and real caring towards the black community. and in the middle of it, like America, like the only 7'6" Thai man in kickboxing history, just Sagat, just so big. We love you, Sagat.
Huge.
I mean, I feel like boss characters get a little bit of a pass on being ridiculous. Like, of course he's 7 feet tall. He's the last guy you have to fight.
Oh, I got the random red fireball.
Yeah, that has to happen. I gotta keep Ocho throwing you though.
Is there a setting I can make so that way I can see your match? What did I do here?
Oh, you should have been able to watch.
Yeah, well,
You might have to go into your menu.
Oh, I got slapped.
because I
I
am
think
definitely
about
just
this
streaming a
happens.
menu right now.
Yeah, okay, you go into your menu. We'll work it out before we start the next
Okay.
match. You're missing all these Ocho throws.
Whoa! Holy
Every-
shit!
Everyone who's watching at home, please imagine the match. It's pretty amazing.
E Honda's wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Dan is punching me and then hitting me with a float.
Dan is the hot fire. This is wild. I never knew that Kinu Nishimura was a lady. I never knew that. Like, she did the designs for rival schools. She did a lot of the
Yeah.
Darkstalkers.
Oh, you did? Oh, you didn't know that? Okay.
I never knew that. I always assumed. I don't know
That
shit
was
about
so
Japanese
short-range.
names. That when I look at Keenan,
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a dude? Is that a lady? I have no clue. Wow, shit, she designed Ibuki. Holy shit, that's awesome.
So Goggle Bob,
Okay.
you're up.
Okay, we're
But
back
yeah,
in
there should be a thing in your menu.
like just sub
It's in
menu.
battle settings. Yeah, in battle settings.
Battle
There's like
settings,
something to.
No, favorite
Yeah.
character, favorite stage, stage select, title.
Okay, it might not be in there. Let me. In battle launch setting. There.
Like, is there
Sorry,
like,
I'm just trying to.
allow other people to see or something?
I think that it might be something you have to select.
Yeah, change.
Sponsored content settings. Nah. Let's see. I'm just googling because this menu is terrible and confusing.
Yeah, no.
I just turned the sponsored settings off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like
surprised you
it-
haven't done that before.
Neat that can be done.
It's more just amusing because I don't think they've ever had a sponsor other than themselves.
Yeah, no, it's like upcoming Capcom Cup.
Like maybe at one point there was Red Bull, but I think that was before they had sponsored like.
Loading screens.
Yeah. Okay, spectator lobby settings 5.
For anybody watching the stream, welcome to the wonderful world of menus.
We love them, don't we,
And-
folks?
The hell of Google is that now that there are Street Fighter characters in Fortnite, it's giving me only Fortnite results.
Oh god.
Ooh.
That guile seemingly exists to make SF5's art decisions look better.
More hair.
She just looks really weird. Okay, I can't find anything. Google's useless. We'll solve it after this one.
Okay.
The audience has been watching menu long. The
Back to the
audience of
fight.
2 people.
Shit. I wish Kishi was here because I would ask him about Muscle Bomb or the Body Explosion, but he's not.
Oh man, I fucking love Muscle Bomb or the Body Explosion.
You know, the thing that's the best thing about talking about Muscle Bomb or the Body Explosion is that you have to call it its full name, Muscle Bomb or the Body
It's
Explosion,
impossible not
every
to.
time you mention it.
It's Muscle Bomb or the Body Explosion.
You can't deny the Body Explosion.
And that title screen is one of the greatest things in human history.
The thing that burns in my memory to this day is Kishi pointing out like the kick in the hips of like that like, you know, Hercules looking pro wrestler in the title screen. He's like, note the playful kick to the side that he does with his hips. And I'm like, I can't unsee it.
Every so often, I'll just ask Kishi to send me the GIF of that title screen because I just need it in my life.
Yeah, no shit. Like that's good stuff. Like I need to see this. I live a hard life. I'm not gonna lie. I would say that.
Body Explosion.
I need the Body Explosion. Like, you know what? The man reaches a certain age and he can't do the Body Explosion on his own. He needs the Muscle Bombers to come in and do the Body Explosion.
So
Body
incidentally,
Explosion as
We
a
all just
service.
need to be able to admit that.
Yeah.
Fanboy, I believe the Zangief is based on a Transformer.
But, God.
Oh, it's like this Zangief because I was gonna say like no, Victor Zangief is an actual like pro wrestler in the '90s.
This is
80s,
like
90s.
he's using the Mecha Zangief costume.
Yes.
I was going to bring up that like Mecha Zangief as an idea first appeared in like Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter or some shit.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah,
seems like
that's right.
a lot of random mecha versions of Street Fighter showed up in that, which is funny because we got like Phantom Lady, which was like rebuilt Chun-Li. We got Mecha Akuma, and we
Yeah.
got Mecha Zangief. And it's kind of funny that we didn't get a single Street Fighter that was also a mutant. Like, you know, Ryu with laser eyes. Or
Listen,
something.
Akuma is already an X-Man.
Yes,
Maybe
that's
that's not your
true.
justification for him being Children of the Atom.
Let me ask you a question, like serious.
Wait, he's
question.
a.
In what would it take in the Street Fighter world to count as a mutant? Okay, you could
That's
be
an
like
excellent question.
We were talking about that with like G, just whatever.
yeah, like you be schoolgirl who's like so into karate, you just start like shooting fire from your hands, like, and all people are gonna say is, "Man, you really love karate." Like,
The fact that Blanca was not in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like just horrible.
you know, they're just like,
Blanca versus Beast, like you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference.
yeah, Beast would be like, "Yes, in my world, I'm feared and hunted for my appearance," and Blanca's like, "Nah, man, I'm in Rio. Like, there's millions of people who look like me."
I
It's
got
just-
a
I
doll.
sell dolls in my own likeness.
It's like with the green skin, the long hair. No, yeah, it's great. It doesn't sunburn or anything.
Everyone has electricity powers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not even like the torn pants. It's not even that he's like living in the jungle or some shit. He just wears those out to the beach so they don't get all
Yeah, they used to be
all
jorts.
sandy.
They used to be
Yeah.
shorts.
These few jorts now they're just kind of worn out. You know,
But they're comfortable, so it doesn't matter.
you get all that sand and the salt air on them. They just yeah, exactly. It's like wearing PJs.
What were you gonna ask, Kelly?
Was Abigail that big compared to like Cody and them, like in Final Fight, or did they just?
He's gigantic. He's the same model as Hugo. Or not model, sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he big. And
But
the whole
they
deal
made
was that he could like pick
bigger
up
for
Hagar and
SF.
toss him.
They made it bigger for SF5 though,
Oh yeah, no, he's huge here.
because he's like a boss Andor in Final Fight, but he's not that big.
Oh wait, now I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so I don't know.
Sorry, a boss on
Yeah,
the
that's-
Let's start now.
But yeah, no, I love like they had to slowly like move away from. Oh, we just put like a weird, fucked up Andre the Giant in here, and we called him Andre.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, your name
Well,
is not
he's Hugo now.
Yeah. You know, no, I mean, Capcom's learning. Like, the first time they did a Brazilian character, he was like a green jungle monster, and the second time they do a Brazilian character, it's just like a jiu-jitsu girl with banging titties. So it's like, they're learning, you know? I wouldn't
But
call
don't
them
worry,
woke,
she's
but
still
they're
got
getting
electricity powers.
there. But let's, you know, again, this is the world of Street Fighter. They probably teach you that shit in grade school. It's
That's
all right,
right.
kids,
Like, there's
time to
like
unlock
one
your-
character that acknowledges the only two people with electricity powers are Brazilian.
Well, it's like literally everyone else has fire powers. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
someone should be
Dawson-
electric.
Dawson ate like too many Vindaloo curries, and now he breathes fire. And like no one,
It was
No
in the
one wants to-
manual.
like no one wants to talk about that because it raises questions.
No,
Oh my god.
Mime fighter.
Actually, without there being sponsored ads or whatever, all I see is a white screen. I think that
That's
might.
just because it's like having like it can go faster than this. I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed. Is it something going on or?
I don't
No,
know.
just take a minute.
Yeah, it can absolutely go faster than this.
What's the meaning of fate? You shall know.
What is the
I
meaning
was
of
really
fate?
not expecting like Street Clown as a Rose ult.
The divide in our class.
Round one. Fight.
Damn,
Superheroes versus Street Clown.
You know, I really feel like they're leaving the whole like getting back to Muscle Bomber, the body explosion. I feel like they're really
We always want
leaving.
to.
Always. It's always just there hanging out. You know, Gunlock and Hagar and all those guys working out. You know, just being all big for no reason.
So they're pro wrestlers. They gotta be big.
I get it. But I just like, you know, I would love for them to bring in like some of those characters from, you know, from Muscle Bomb or the Body Explosion.
I feel like they're closer to doing that than they've ever been because they've really gotten into with SF5 like pulling in characters that are technically in Street Fighter lore, but have not shown up in Street Fighter before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's why we started seeing like, here's a Final Fight 3 character, here's a Rival Schools character. Like,
Here's a
just
character
whatever.
that's just south of being Strider.
Oh yeah, they imply that he is in fact the one that creates the Strider organization.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, Zeku
That's hilarious.
at the end, he's supposed to be like Guy's master for Street Fighter Alpha, but at the end he's like, yeah, I'm no longer the master of Bushin Ryu, I passed that title on to Guy, and now I need my own style, and like he just starts thinking to himself and he just ends up as Strider.
And some of his moves overlap with Strider.
Yeah.
So they're doing something there.
And that shit owns. I want them to keep getting that stupid.
Yeah, no, I just,
No. It's got to be stupid.
Dude,
If it's not stupid.
bring it all
you're
back to
missing
Red
out.
Earth and make it happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Warzard's time is now.
Warzone.
Oh man,
Wait,
there it
was
is.
that
There it is.
backstory
They need to
to
bring back
my,
Jumbo Flapjack. Like I want Jumbo Flapjack in my life.
Jumbo Flapjack is an extremely pro wrestling name. They did a good job on that.
Oh, it is. It is. Like that is old school, like '60s, like when you had guys run around with names like Haystacks Calhoun. You know?
It's me, Ox Baker.
Yeah, the
Haystack
fabulous Ox
Calhoun!
Baker.
Oh, well.
Shit.
Now I have to pull out the one Warzard costume.
Basil.
And for everyone watching the stream, please enjoy this menu.
Sorry, we can't work this out because we're too dumb.
We're here.
Alex has a Leo from Warzard costume.
We are here. We are here to select things. We're here to enjoy selections. Oh, okay. They need to bring in the Forgotten Worlds guys.
Oh man,
Like not as characters.
you just
maybe,
float
like,
through
in
the air and
background.
spin.
Yeah,
They can be
no,
part of the
see,
shop.
That's what I miss. That's what I miss from like the '90s. Is just like when the pixel when the sprite artists would go insane from crunch time and just like, fuck it, I'm putting the Forgotten Realms guys, the Forgotten Worlds guys in the background of this. Like I don't care that it's a
Nobody
game
can
where you're
stop
like
me.
I don't care if it's a
Too
game
late.
that you're a delivery boy on like rollerblades getting chased by giant bees. Forgotten Worlds guys, try and stop me.
Also, whatever movie I just saw.
Hey,
Hey, Patyto.
how you guys doing?
Doing
Hello.
pretty well. Oh fuck, I'm on fire.
You're still fighting?
Yeah.
Alright, let me.
Balls. Yeah, I'll invite you once this match is done.
Oh, I'm not even getting it yet. Oh, wait a minute.
Feel free to watch the stream where you can see a menu.
Ah, DDT.
Still even do.
Wait, are you streaming? No one's streaming right now.
Oh no, they're streaming.
Like,
Kind of.
we need to figure out how to make it so Goggle Bob can actually spectate in a match he's not in.
Okay.
I can't remember what that setting is. Do you remember, Patyto? I don't think so.
I mean, you just have to be there before the match starts, probably.
Yeah, like that's what I remember it being, but for some reason it's not working for Goggle Bob.
That's weird. Maybe it's broken. I mean, it is freaking Tuesday.
It's working for me though.
But you
Yeah, well, like I
started
said,
the
it-
lounge.
Just broken, probably. Like, for no reason.
As happens.
You know how it is.
Okay. Fair board.
Oh damn.
All players.
Oh no!
Did you get kicked out?
No, I got killed by a seraphic wing.
Oh, okay.
Does that do enough damage? Or does do? It does not do enough damage.
No.
I basically finished my Guilty Gear because Steam said I was done.
Seems just like you're over.
It's like, that's why I was like, oh, I wonder if they're still playing, like if it still even works.
Sure.
There's an online manual. It's not helpful.
You should. I don't think there is a setting for like don't expect it. Unless that's a thing you can set on your own, but I don't think that's possible.
I mean, like, if I just... All players but the two who are battling can spectate the match.
It could be. It's like it must be a setting on your end, right?
That's what I presume, but
Yeah.
all I've got is a battle settings, favorite character, favorite stage, random stage settings, BGM, title settings, fighter profile, controller, command list, sponsored content.
Is it? Yeah. There's just nothing.
Oh, that's armor.
Did you say
Yeah.
EGM? So I think if it's EGM, then I think you got that sushi.
Oh, no, bro.
Oh, I can't believe I took that. That is more patience than I have ever shown in my fighting game life.
Oh man, there's a option to revoke privacy policy agreement. It's like
That's
no,
important.
It's like no, I don't agree with this anymore. I don't want to, which is actually nice.
I invited you, Patyto, by the way.
Yeah. That's nice, I suppose. So it's like
I'm
really
going
gonna
back
do
on
it.
this. I do not believe in it anymore.
Yeah, I've no.
I
I
mean,
have
it's
no more
important that
faith.
you get that option, I suppose.
Right.
Because they do
Change my
change their
privacy.
policies a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we've updated your user agreement. We own your children.
Can I opt out
Okay,
of
that's
this? No,
not-
they won't.
And you're like, well, no takebacks.
There's no menu here. It's not like there's even the owner of this room.
I am.
So are you fighting again?
Yeah.
I cannot spectate. Maybe because I joined late, or maybe
Yeah, I think it's because you joined after the map. right?
I'm able to spectate.
The hard way.
Are you guys all on PC?
Yeah, but I mean I just joined too, so it's like maybe because I joined.
I'm
late.
on PC.
Yo,
Yes.
I'm on PS4. I don't know if that's impacting spectating ability.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I
Possibly.
mean, I have no idea what it is, but I just get to watch a menu.
Mm.
Think of what's exciting. Think about how much you love that man.
Your words are not needed.
I feel like I would be terrified of a gym teacher with a scar of that size.
And a tiger?
The tiger I'd be fine with.
Oh boy, he doesn't like kitties.
I mean, that's me.
Yeah, cats. Can't say I'm a fan.
Uh-huh. How do you feel about tiger uppercuts?
No, I'm a fan. Big fan.
What
You're-
does it say when you fail to spectate? Just list you as standby?
I believe I just continue looking at the menu while comments about fights are happening.
But what does
believe
it say in the menu? Because for me it says like standby. For Cali it says spectator. So like the thing knows
Oh,
Cali's watching.
Yeah, so maybe there is something that can be changed there.
I don't think there is though. But like currently I'm in the same point of view, so we'll just have to see next time.
Next.
Not yet. I'm not the round two. Fight.
Let's destroy this Blanca.
It's not wearing the proper costume.
Seriously.
It was randomly chosen. I feel bad for anybody watching the stream because they only get to watch me and I'm not.
No one here is good. Hey.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are actually good at seeing them.
Tiger.
Tiger.
You lose.
I want them to like lower the quality of the voice sample for Zagat by like 3,000%.
You're like a little kitten.
Tiger.
So there's this person in New York whose email I keep getting, because their email address were probably very similar to mine. So I get their emails occasionally. Like I even call them on the phone sometimes because I got their phone from an email. It's like, hey, yo, maybe this is important. Like you shouldn't let me have this information. They never sold it. I got an email like a month ago about their COVID appointment.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
like, I sure hope they got it though. But like, I did get an email saying, "Oh, thank you for getting your shot." So they got vaccinated just fine.
You
Now
know these people like better than their spouse.
Now my
Like-
spectating's working. I don't know
Yeah,
what happened.
good.
there it is. I got an email today for
You
the
just needed
second
a
appointment.
fourth person.
Yeah, no, I just need to be another person involved.
I did get another email today for the second appointment, and also an email confirming that they got vaccinated. So that's nice.
Yeah,
Good
it's
on
comforting.
Yeah,
Yeah, good for
they
them.
didn't need email reminders because that would have sucked. I figured like, oh no, they're gonna forget because they didn't get email.
Yeah,
I
you-
didn't get the email reminder.
It's like the New York Post is like, some my email reminder didn't make it to my inbox, and then I killed my entire family with a COVID infection.
I would just thought that. It was like, no.
Let's all contemplate the majesty of banana hair cannon.
Ooh yeah, banana.
Oh, but no.
That is my favorite Final Fantasy related Photoshop and/or joke of all time.
Oh, banana. Advent banana.
Yeah, banana. Well, it's because like I would believe that there was some sort of banana related advertising campaign for Advent children. I'd buy that. It's like after Mark Coleman won the Pride GP back in 2000, like he did
Enough time.
whole advertising campaign where he rode a flying banana around while dressed like a king.
I mean,
As
I would
you
do that
do.
if I was given the opportunity.
Oh hell yeah, without question. Like I'd want them to pay me, but they wouldn't have to pay me too much.
Yeah, like it would just be like, I know you have money and you can afford it.
Yeah, it's like come on, I ain't giving this shit away. I ain't giving shit away to a rich man,
Yeah.
but I'll make it worth your while. Just let me fly the banana around. That's all I want. It's like, sir, you realize the banana doesn't actually fly. It's like, I trust you.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, believe me. It's 21st century. I believe in your ability to deliver me a flying banana.
Don't you? Sir, don't you believe in your ability to deliver the flying banana?
Oh, hey, that it.
Yeah, this is not the dual company that invented the pineapple whip. Come on, guys.
I didn't realize you had become a company of cowards.
Now, see, not everybody has fire powers. We've got at least one character here who's got earth powers.
Yo, who's
Manifest
that?
as magma.
Oh, see, it all goes back to heat.
Turn up the heat.
And he brought us
But also G is like the best character. Best new character.
I mean, best new character by a huge margin.
There's other characters that I like in this.
I kind of like most of the new characters in this, as opposed to like compared to like Street Fighter 4's new characters.
Oh yeah, we had that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Pop quiz: what is the name of the main character of Street Fighter 4?
Right? It's just kind of boring. It's like, well, you're just not Alex. I'm not telling you, buddy.
Wait, so G is the president of the world?
Yes, and he gets like
Self-appointed.
hyped for this. He gets hyped for this by posting fights street fights he gets into onto fighting game YouTube.
That's amazing.
He
Now,
is
when-
like the most incredible idea that they have had in years for a character here.
Now, when you say fighting game YouTube, like real life fighting games, or is it like everybody putting up
No,
videos?
Fighting YouTube.
Fight, like it's a fight YouTube where you post your fights or some shit.
Okay, well, I'm just
Yeah.
checking to see if he's like the one real guy while everybody's posting like whatever the Street Fighter universe.
Oh yeah, no,
equivalent
that
of Mortal Kombat is.
I mean, it's you live in a world where like just fighting in the street is not a felony. It's instead like America's leading source of mass entertainment.
Listen, what is UFC other than that? And like a way to funnel money to white supremacists.
Oh man! But again, it's important because UFC has the fights in a cage. By caging these people like animals, there is, there it's classier.
We can really just give in to just treat them as basically just cockfighting.
Yeah.
So wait a
And
minute.
that's why it's okay for like a sweaty, coked up man to just be, making all of the money from this.
Oh god. Oh shit! Did you guys watch the Stone Ocean trailer for JoJo?
Oh yeah, that shit. Oh, I'm into that.
That shit's banging. I've been reading JoJo on the Shonen Jump app.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is good.
I'm so excited. Part 8 just finally finished in manga in Japan.
Incidentally, for the record, for some reason now I'm back to Standby and not Spectator.
That's weird.
Weird, man.
Huh. I was all excited.
So,
we got to watch.
Wait, so the chapter 8, that's Jojo Lion, right?
Yeah, Jojolian.
Jojolian.
Yeah, that's the pronunciation that was given because it's supposed to be evangelism.
Jolian.
Oh, so it wasn't like I thought it was like a Snoop Lion reference or something. But no, it is Jojolian.
Nah, yeah, but yeah, it's that one's fucking wild even by JoJo standards.
It's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like just sitting down and reading like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from start to finish. You get the sense for like the progression. How it starts out just as like straight up.
Remember Fist of the North Star? What if there were vampires in it?
Yeah. It's like Fist of the North Star with a vampire, and then like over time it kind of becomes like this like horror action like superhero thing, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, I was just okay.
What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say I always just appreciated that Araki just sort of like every few years he'll get bored and like have like sort of a window dressing genre on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it's like, well, this one's gonna be globetrotting, this one, well, they're gangsters now, prison drama, that sort of shit, and then like it keeps things fresh. It's the only way to keep that something that's going that long interesting for that long.
Oh yeah. Like I love I that's why I've loved Steel Ball Run for so long because
Oh yeah.
You're following up all these like stories about the Joestar family, and then out of nowhere it's like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do a western.
Yeah. Oh man, I was very like Jojolian was interesting because like after like 7 parts, there had never really been a part that was just like, well, this is actually just about the mystery. Like, there's a lot of strange things that happen in JoJo, but it's not typically a mystery plot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jojolian kind of leans into that. It gives it a fresh take, a fresh spin. And of course, you get like weirdos whose like stand looks like a discontinued Lego set or some shit.
Hey, that's the White House Lego set.
Yeah, I know, it owns.
I'm gonna have to stick shit about it. We'll talk shit about the White House.
I'm ready to talk shit about the White House Lego set.
I'll talk shit.
Yeah, listen, it's a Lego set. Someone passed, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, that was Goggle Bob.
You were up.
What? Oh, what? No.
You can. I mean, Calico were already passing there.
How do I?
I think you just have to let Diamond run just so no.
There's a way to skip, right?
Yeah, you hit go to back of the scene.
Ah,
Okay, got it.
there you go.
Oh, now I'm back.
Yeah, now Goggle Bob. Now's your chance.
I'm sitting here with my phone reading the Street Fighter V instruction manual.
You're learning so much.
Yeah, no, that's not what standby means here. I don't know. Like, whatever.
I'm using Chun-Li's unmitigated Warts costume.
Well, you know what? I don't think we've seen tonight. We'll go with Cammy.
Oh
Is it
yeah.
the one that? Is it the one that
It's the Red Bull costume.
Yeah, with. Oh, I forgot it was Red Bull. It's just like, oh yeah, it was the one.
It's labeled B-Girl, but it was sponsored by Red Bull, and that's why people got it for free. And it's just like, I don't know why you did this.
Yeah, this is not Scream Chun-Li.
Yeah. It barely resembles her, other than her, like, stance.
Yeah, which they can't really iron out.
Yeah.
The best Red Bull story is when they bought a German soccer club. But in Germany, you're not allowed to really have sponsors like that or anything.
I'll show you.
Mhm.
So they just renamed the name of the team to RB Liebutz or something, the name of the city.
Yeah.
And RB, they claim, does not stand for Red Bull.
Of course not. That would be
We're
silly
not-
and against the
You're
rules.
not supposed to do that, so they do have the thing that stands for it, alternative. But it's like, no, it's totally not Red Bull, guys, but it totally is just like, Red Bull totally owns that team.
Unrelated.
And they're like, no, totally not.
So who wants to play noted Street Fighter spin-off Cannon Spike now?
Oh man, that game moans.
Why hasn't that been re-released on modern systems? Like,
Because fate is cruel.
it's like the twin stick shooter got popular there for a while. We love those.
Yeah, and they missed a chance.
What game is this? What game is this with the twin sticks?
Cannon Spike.
What?
It's a shooter by Capcom that, has...
Yeah.
Oh, Cannon Spike. Oh yeah, from Dreamcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that shit.
Yeah, everybody
They-
did. There was
obviously they
Mega
have
Man,
to
there was
remake
Cammy.
They have to remake Death by Degrees.
Oh, fuck off.
Why would anyone ever do that?
I think the problem with Cannon Spike was that it did not. I mean, the experience it gave you was incredible, right? But
Yeah.
it was definitely not as it was marketed. Like, it was marketed as some sort of like, and it was marketed as anything but an arena-based twin stick shooter, which well.
And
Bit
also,
of a...
considering how much of a crossover game it already was, like, the idea of a Cannon Spike 2 could be pretty amazing nowadays. Like, just go ahead and throw in, like, the entire Resident Evil cast for no reason.
Can't believe the
Well, you
Lost Planet Man's gonna be in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be fun. Yeah, well, because I remember, like, there was a Resident Evil level with, like,
Yes,
the dog. And
There was. And it came out with a zombie ape at the end of it.
shit. That shot cockroaches at you.
Yes, as you do.
Yeah,
How the hell did I get in and out of spectator mode?
that Capcom boss design just remains.
Are you still getting, like,
surreal.
booted from Spectator?
It's not even booted, it just says standby. And I know things are happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It may
weird.
be a connection. It may be definitely because of the PS4 stuff. It may not.
Yeah,
be.
no, it might just... I mean, just the fact that it worked randomly once. Because I see all of you,
I've
like...
only had people on PS4 who made it work. Like, it just never was an issue for them. But...
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It could just be whether
My
internet-
name is Steph.
internet weather.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm also technically streaming this. I don't know if that's impacting things. Who knows?
I'm streaming on Twitch.
Yes. Currently streaming a menu.
Nah.
Everyone, please
I want to
enjoy
hit you with that Super Russian kick.
Like, I could be doing fight commentary. I could become famous.
You could have been a contender.
Does Seth not have a fireball in this game?
No.
I mean, you can just get a fireball from people if you
Yeah, you can steal it.
But other than that, though.
All right, Phil, I gotta
Nice.
be good now.
But yeah.
Have a
That was a
good
good grab. Good night.
Peace.
That's a pretty good grab, Mala.
I really like anytime I'm playing Zangief, like every other instinct leaves my brain, and it's just like, no, SPD, SPD, SPD.
one.
Oh, it worked.
Rude of you.
Oh!
Muscle power.
Does Seth have lower health, just like in Street Fighter 4?
Yes. Partially because in the first patch that Seth was in, problem character, too strong.
Problem.
If I were smarter, I would have gotten the air SPD off of that Super Russian kick. Yeah, if that manages to connect, if it connects without blocking, it's an off the wall. If it connects while blocking, it's a guard break. Ah, damn.
Wait, I don't want you closer to me.
I was hoping that I could hit, like, I remembered at the last minute that Zangief has one new move in this that's completely fucking useless. And I wanted to hit that right at the end there. but-
What does it do?
Tundra Storm, it is a counter parry that only works on kicks, and only kicks that are delivered from a standing position that appear to hit you in the middle.
Does it work on air kicks, though?
No.
And now I've got
Oh,
spectator.
Goggle Bob Spectator.
Yeah, it just came back. Is it only when fanboy? Is it only when you're a spectator too?
No. There was one that I was in that you were spectating
Okay, then
on.
whatever.
Wow.
But yeah, they gave Thunderstorm in like season 2, I think.
Does it change for every round?
No.
No, you just
Just at the
stuck
start
with
of the
the big
match.
man.
It
Giant.
looks like an unpainted like figurine.
I gotta play as 12 again next time. I like random.
I like how in a game full of just like weird balance decisions, and a character who is designed to be the worst in the game, 12 is somehow the worst character in Third Strike. He's just that bad.
I kind of like the idea of 12, like, mimicking Abigail and going full hog on just, you know, like, I am obsessed with cars now. Vroom.
This is a Final Fight grudge match. And I'm just remembering how, like, 4 of the 5 characters in Ultra Street Fighter 4 were fucking, what was the... They were from Cross Tekken, and it shows because they don't look right at all.
Oh yeah, no, they were totally imported. Poison included.
Yeah, Poison included, that's what made me think about it. But, like, it's, like, it just doesn't... They didn't even, like, reshape the models in such a way as to make them look like SF4 characters.
So they just still look like SF. Cross
Cross-Tekken
Also,
characters.
in a matter of speaking, how poorly did Cross Tekken do? Because
It did well, but not nearly as well as it was expected.
well, because there was supposed to be essentially
Oh, no.
cross Capcom, but that just became basically one character in Tekken 7.
Oh yeah, Tekken Cross Street Fighter gets acknowledged every few years as like something that like they technically still have the rights to do, but is not in active development.
Yeah.
Like Harada brought it up in June of this year.
Really? No, I just assumed
Yeah.
that somehow Cross Tekken had been assumed to be such a failure that they didn't bother.
It was more just that like both franchises were seen as in such a state that like they needed to focus on their next main installments.
Which makes sense.
But yeah, basically Tekken Cross Street Fighter gets brought up every so often. Any primary development ceased in like 2016, but like it's not canceled, it's on hold. And like
Interesting.
Harada brought it up this year as like something that could still happen, just by virtue of the fact that I would imagine whatever deal they inked basically said Capcom has the rights to make one game with Tekken characters in it, one crossover game with Tekken characters in it, and Namco has the same. But like Akuma in Tekken 7 was likely a separate negotiation.
Okay, because I had gotten the impression that they kind of worked out how to do a Street Fighter character in Tekken, so they... Yep, I see. And so they include... Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
But so I figured they just imported Akuma because, like, you know, just to show they had done that. And then for some reason they made him an entire part of the lore.
They made him what?
Entire part of the lore, I said.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean,
Like-
like they kind of try to do that with anyone that's in the main roster, regardless of how little sense that makes.
Well, I mean, he became, like, Heihachi's wife's buddy. It was like...
He was like a hired assassin of Heihachi's wife.
Now begin.
Yeah, I think like the actual main story of that Tekken has to do with that shit. So.
Yeah, no, he's important there. Like, the main story of Tekken 7 is them kind of trying to be like, no, Heihachi's really dead this time, we swear, fuck you. And it's like, yeah, I'll believe it when he's not in Tekken 9.
Yeah. Like, arguably the most popular...
Mecha Heihachi.
Mecha. They just build him into a jack.
Oh god.
Every time.
Jack Hachi.
Terrible.
Oh wait, no, fuck! Wait, fuck! Tekken 8, Jack Hachi, because they always just number them. And Hachi
Yeah,
in
that's a good point.
Japanese is just 8. Oh, I'm not ready for this idea. I hate this idea that I have.
Let's begin.
Oh good, it's the Smash Brothers stage.
This freaking stage is just makes no sense shit. It's just complete nonsense.
It's so good, it's dumb.
It's Street Fighter, not Plane Fighter.
What if a plane was in the streets, though?
Uh-oh. That actually happened locally recently.
Oh no.
A plane, an advertising plane, which is hard to explain to people who don't deal with those.
Yeah.
But
Is
an
this fall
advertising...
costume supposed to be a reference to something?
This is Metro City.
But a plane had to land on a local bridge because it had some.
Is this
issues.
Metro City?
I think it's
no,
supposed to be
no.
Metro City.
Not
I
the
thought this
stage,
was-
costume.
I thought it was like a
Oh,
Rashid
false
stage.
cost. I thought it was Metro City.
This is the story, Gossip.
The costume?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's the story costume? I thought it was some sort of reference to, like a kind of a Journey to the West thing going on there.
It could be.
It could be blind knows?
Like, anytime a character has a stick, I assume they're going for Goku.
What about the time I actually went with Goku for like Sanson?
Oh yeah, Samsung.
What is he from?
Remember when
Just that game?
Samsung but a girl was in MVC2?
Sanson the
one,
grandchild.
That's the one I was talking about. Sounds like
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the original Song.
Win.
No, I was thinking the one Capo made for MBC2. It was just made for MBC2, right? It's not like it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
she's
Song
one
is
of
a really like she is a redesign, like essentially treated as the granddaughter, but like Song's a really old Capcom arcade game.
but she is
Oh,
technically an original character. She's one of the
Oh.
four.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
Original character.
It's
not like-
deal.
San was
talk about
yes.
hit start.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
just seeing a black screen at the moment.
Oh, okay.
We're-
Okay, now I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm on
what's it?
standby.
Yeah, I'm passing. Because
what's
it just took so long then to get you out of the screen.
Is it sub-menu? It's sub-menu, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's why so many and then you pass. And then I'll pass over here.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Am I in? Okay.
Now
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back.
we were fighting to make sure that everyone was in the right order.
Like, tell me if I need to move. I don't want to push anybody's quarter off the cabinet.
No, this looks good.
Got a quarter up.
Yeah. God, those old days of the arcade, like, just, like, literally no one could hear anybody, but you had to explain that to people who show up sometimes. Who haven't we seen tonight? Alright, you know what?
Has anyone played Kage?
I'm playing him now, but Goggle Bob actually played him like before you guys got here.
So you're saying you prefer Kage to the Street Fighter 4 Evil Riot design?
That's me, yeah.
Kage has more stuff going on at least.
Like Evil Ryu is just like, oh man, what if Ryu was like evil and he lost his heart, so he has like a big crater where his heart would be.
Isn't that Kage too?
Kage doesn't have a big crater where his heart would be.
Oh.
That's the thing that pushes it over the edge of like, I hate this so much.
He has a tracksuit.
Oh man, of course I'm playing Tracksuit Kage. You knew this.
Where
would
his
happen.
heart would be.
Oh, in the alpha games, like
Evil Ryu was just Ryu, but acting like kind of a dick.
with a 10.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we had Tan Sakura at one point to match that.
Sunburned Sakura is one of the best jokes they ever did.
The fact that her Hatsudo, whatever, like, creates, like, Sakura petals is pretty rad.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a sumo wrestler, I'm going with what he knows.
Yeah, flying headbutts. I think it's like, I can't remember which game it's in, but there's like a... It might be in 4, where like, his plot is supposed to be people fucking... like, people aren't respecting sumo as a fighting style enough. And it's like, he runs into like Dan, and Dan is the one who points out, you're not doing sumo! Like, that is not how you're fighting.
It always hurts. Worst person you know actually makes a good point.
Got swept.
No, it's cool.
Finally! Aw, damn it.
Just flying headbutts.
Gross.
You lose.
I love friggin' Kage's teeth. Like, there's just no way
He
that guy...
doesn't look like he has fangs, he just looks like he has a snaggle tooth.
You're right. It's like, there's no way this guy can have, like, ice cream. Like, it's gonna be a bad time.
Listen, he's not here to have ice cream. He's just a figment of your imagination.
Kage's entire fucking story is just people being like, you suck, get out of here.
It's
Oh, I did have to, I promised that we would discuss this. So how about that Knuckles?
Oh man, Idris Elba.
As played by the perennial McCavity from the movie Cats.
Is this for like the Sonic 2 movie or something?
Sonic
Yes.
the movie 2, featuring
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba as Knuckles.
I heard that. I haven't actually gone to look at Knuckles.
He just tweeted a picture of Knuckles as Knuckles. That was it. People had to figure it out.
I was about to say, the next thing I wanted to do is just tweet the entire Pumpkin Hill lyrics.
Oh man. Only if he's the one doing it. With the entire rap.
Oh my god, can you
I'm
imagine
just trying to get to school.
if they do like a Space Jam-esque, like, you know, the
I'm not
rap that
ready.
explains the movie from Knuckles' perspective?
Oh god. Only I would take Unknown from Me.
Yeah, I do have to say, I enjoyed the original Sonic movie for what it was, and the
I've heard
idea.
it's good. I have not seen it, but
Yeah, no, I would. It was literally the last movie I saw in theaters, so you know that's special.
Curse movie.
I saw Cats, I saw Sonic, and then never again.
yeah, I like how you're blaming Sonic for that,
At least you ended up on a high note.
as opposed to Cats.
Uh,
I think there was one more movie in the meanwhile there.
Imagine how much more of a failure Cats could have been if it had launched like right as COVID happened.
Well, what movie did? Was that like Birds of Prey? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that was the one that like really got fucked.
Like they were still releasing like, you know, box office totals like everything was normal, and it's like Birds of Prey made $17 this weekend.
Birds of Prey was a box office disappointment. Yeah, because in a fucking pandemic, you
Yeah, I
fucker.
was about to say because the box office does not exist currently.
What does the
Oh,
Getting
fuck.
Glasses thing do again? I know it
It
upgrades
enhances that
my
thing that you keep anti-airing me with, you piece of shit.
I mean, I know it did. I just don't remember how.
It gives it a better hitbox and better frame data. Come, my animal friend.
No.
So who's actually fighting right now? I mean, like what characters?
Zeku versus Nash.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard the glasses thing. That's what I figured.
Uh,
I haven't played as Nash yet tonight. It's been a while.
yeah. Oh, I'm dead.
Nothing
I
personal.
know nothing
kid.
about how to play Zeku. Also, Zeku is way older than Nash.
I mean, Nash definitely had some time off from aging, so that's nice.
Aside from the rotting part.
Oh shit! I just got 50 Capcom bucks for winning with a super. I guess.
Gotta.
Sorry,
Yeah.
a critical art.
did the weekly one. For a while, I was just logging into Thursday night to do the weekly shit.
Nope, I'm back to being spectating.
Is that
Back when they actually gave you like a reasonable amount of like V-Bucks for it, they gave you like a 5,000 or something like a week.
Yeah.
Well, now for doing them like a weekly for like this is like I don't fucking know, like 100, 1,000. It's not a lot.
It's worthless.
Uh-huh.
Just get the Champion Edition and the Season 5 Premium Pass. That's all that matters.
I mean, do they have any real reason to use
Yeah, fight money is useless now. over.
Because what am I gonna use it? Like, I guess like you can get like colors and shit. It's like, I guess so.
I mean, Champion Edition came with those if you got that.
There's like some colors you unlock in like the other thing with like
are we both mummy based?
there's like a where you unlock like the cannon spike costume and all that. Like if you don't have him,
Yeah.
you can use it for that. And there's also like colors.
Mummy based.
Mummy fight.
I can never pronounce it correctly, but there are 2 capybaras that were just born at the local zoo, and they need names. So if anybody's got some suggestions, I'm open to it.
Capybaras?
Yes, if anybody needs to name a giant rodent.
Ryu. Yeah, Ryu.
Oh, Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Do they have genders? Does it matter?
I am not very
I'm
Dawson's
enjoying how much
peaceful
mummies
too,
have.
dude.
Have you considered your destiny?
Oh no, they are a boy and a girl.
Fate?
Okay, Ryu and Chun-Li.
Oh, I missed that.
Famous Fortnite characters.
Actually, just looking at this, it's like actually not very much like Dawson, right?
In what sense? What?
I can do this shit. I can do this shit.
Yeah.
I have a lot of range like Dawson.
Oh, and you have a slide and drills.
Yeah. Like I hadn't thought about it. It's like no, actually, I do have.
It's got like Rose and Delson DNA.
Yeah, I do like that in this game. Apparently, if you have like mystical abilities, that means you can do a drilling
There's
dive
no-
kick. Okay.
On fire.
I mean, that's useful. I'm into that.
Are we both mummy based? I love it.
That's it. That's cool. I can do it. I can do some more. Okay, I see.
I cannot reflect that.
This is Battle of the Zoners.
Like, let me control the screen.
Just both like flying around each other.
Can you imagine trying to
I have
clean
no
up
idea what
after
that beast still does.
one of these street fights? Like, just people tossing fireballs all over the place, and they're like, well, I knocked you down twice, I'm gonna leave. The street might be on fire now.
Foretold.
final round.
No.
Fight.
Also, much like Manad, if you block that, even if you hit, it's punishable.
Just hearing the sound effects, but now reminding me a lot of like Princess Daisy right now. She's overly excited for the fight. Dawson's just like, whatever. I don't even have skin today.
Skin's not an attachment we need.
Invisible Man.
Invisible Man.
That's what I guess we're doing that. Like I mentioned that too. And like even if I hit you with that, I probably could have gotten you thrown. Because it's not like that.
You got you down
You
long
just have to aim
enough.
for the feet.
It's like that is how you use it. Yeah, you aim for the feet. Like it's like I'm just not using it correctly. It's like
You have to
can't just-
space it well.
Uh-huh. Like and I even mentioned it. It's like, yep, it's just equally bad.
Goggle Bob.
I wonder if her
It's loading.
her frames me. I wonder if her frames for her drill kick are worse than Dawson's.
Who can actually say? But she does. She's just kind of like Dowsing also, but also kind of Rose. So it's just weird. It's fun though. It's just fun.
That's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just saw the most correct tweet that I've seen about Cuomo's resignation. New Jersey Boardwalk T-shirt shops awaken from their unholy slumber with these 6 words, and it's a fucking chyron that says, Cuomo, I'm not perverted, I'm just Italian.
Instant kill. Let
Your God, did he actually say that?
He was making repeated references to that idea a while
yeah,
ago.
no,
so.
I remember I watched it. I didn't catch like exact quotes, but it was definitely a big feeling of like, screw you guys, you don't deserve me. This is how I am, but you guys suck. Goodbye. Like what?
I'm just too Italian for you people.
I'm going to hang out for 2 weeks because I feel like it. There's no way around this. Do I get pardons as governor? Does anybody remember? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it.
We'll never know.
Well then, where do you want me to break you first?
Round one.
So, have there been any rumors about a new Darkstalkers game this week?
No.
Damn it.
Listen, the last time they tried to bring it back, they had to try to prove interest with the collection that sold horribly.
Well, was that the one that was like just on PSP or something?
No, it was the one that was on XBLA and PSN.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about, like, Darkstalkers Chronicle, the Chaos Tower, or whatever
Yeah,
it's
that
called.
was fun. I think that was my first PSP game. I think I almost broke it.
That was a
because
launch game.
Yeah, no, I thought you had to like crack open those UMDs to get to the disc.
Oh yeah, no, the first time I saw one was like, you open these?
Yeah, no, that was my first thought, and then I thought better of it, and it turned out that was the way to go.
Apparently people break those a lot, which is why people apparently sell replacement shells.
I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. I could easily... I mean, like, it was a portable system, and usually those are the ones that wind up going to kids. Or
Yeah.
kid adjacent. Like, as somebody who deals with electronics professionally, I feel like it's the complete opposite of reality, but people are like, oh, give the kid a portable version. It's, like, not as hard, not as easy to break, which most of the time...
So
like,
easy to break.
yeah, I was about to say, it means the system gets thrown across the room instead of a controller.
Get him to say fight me. Oh, there you go.
Fighting. You're on borrowed time.
Do you suppose they came up with this character exclusively because they had two characters that wind up getting named Bison, so they thought, what if they were both the same character?
I mean, that's a nice concept. I like it.
Yeah, no, I mean, as concepts go, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the storyline continuation of Balrog decided to adopt at the end of Street Fighter 4, and it seems to have worked out.
Yeah, but they're hyper speedy growth children.
Yes, well, I mean, come on. You can't let Ryu
That's the only way you can make them fighters.
And he grew up to be such a good boy.
One, two, three.
You lose.
And he has such a good, like, wannabe dictator look.
Such a dork. It's great.
Like that, it's well. At least his I don't know what his story is, but at least his in match persona is just being a douchebag.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
I know.
that is his character. He's
Just-
just calm.
He's just the exact son you would expect Balrog to have.
he goes home and it creates some really, like, terrible forum posts, and that's who he is. I think, personally, the next time I have a match, I will participate, and then I'm done for the night.
That's fair.
But I've been enjoying this, obviously.
It's been fun.
Oh, it specifically says Wildwood NJ Boardwalk t-shirt shops.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that seemed like something that you would appreciate.
Yeah, no, as somebody who, yeah, that is exactly it. God, I can share some photos of Wildwood NJ Boardwalk shops that absolutely, like, are still selling Trump merchandise with, like...
Oh, Lord.
Like, significant, like there are stores that are selling Trump merchandise, and then there are stores that are just straight up selling, like, weird-ass conspiracy nonsense, like, on t-shirts on the boardwalk that you can just buy, and it's like you can buy them at the same store where you buy, like, a pair of booty shorts that says property of Steve, and then you can get, like, a shirt that says, like, I know the Illuminati gave me COVID or something like that, and it's just absurd. Like, this is a thing that exists. And don't worry, just because there was an election a year ago doesn't mean that they're still not selling Trump 2020 shirts.
Oh, of course not. They have a lot of those to get rid of.
Oh, why did that icicle go behind you?
Demon clip. Oh, controller. Okay, there we go.
So who's the batch right now?
It is Colleen versus Akuma.
Colleen in the, like, this looks like it was a rejected Tammy outfit. Really.
Yeah, it really does. For a second, I thought you were.
Rejected.
It's the exact kind of, like, butt-focused horny that you get with Tammy outfits.
Mm-hmm. Know your audience?
Who doesn't? Oh, damn.
Ooh.
I have missed because of that.
I had wanted to finish you with the Shingoku Satsu. Die 1,000 deaths,
I
Caliscrub.
got 250 Capcom bucks or something for dying spectacularly.
If that's the actual reason, I'm pretty pleased with that.
For the record, I just checked, and Jeannie is in the chat and enjoying watching these menus.
I have no idea why, but that's good to know.
I think it has to be some sort of lag thing, because I feel like I wind up being a spectator on, like, the second match. So, like, it catches up to it.
When it's trying to connect, like, I might have to do with, like, Fanboy's connection too, when it's trying to... Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I was trying to connect and it kind of fails after a certain amount of time. It, you know, it just gives up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
that
now I'm
happens
back to
sometimes.
spectator, so, like, I think it's every second one. And then it kind of has to catch up to that. There's, like, a little bit of an accelerated version of it. I don't 100% see it live.
Fuck it.
Ah. So has everybody enjoyed their Street Fighter V experience?
I like it.
Good.
It's good.
I like firing myself too.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that, like, I'm glad this isn't the only fighting game I have, so to speak, but it's definitely something I enjoy playing sometimes. Like, I feel like I could have played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or 3, like, for the rest of my life and been happy. Street Fighter 5, like, I can pick up every once in a while and enjoy, and, you know, that's that. Also, you'll note that I did not note Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in that list.
No, I'm not surprised.
Don't know what they were thinking for the entirety of that game.
Disney was breathing down their necks.
Yeah, well, yes, that obviously had to be it. Though even the Capcom showing is like, you know, like it's weird that they have like new Bionic Commando and I forget what other character that looked exactly like new Bionic Commando, maybe one of the Resident Evil characters. But somehow they just
Marvel
made them
Marvel
more.
3 also had new Bionic Commando, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but it was somehow more visually distinctive. I want to say in Infinite there was like a number of the like grizzled, like dark-haired guys looked just exactly the same in that art style.
That's good kung fu.
Whereas the cartooniness worked in 3. Also, I'm glad they brought this background back.
Glad that it doesn't
Yeah,
make Patyto's computer explode anymore.
Yeah, I kind of had to lower the settings because on Street Fighter because this specific background was messing with me. And my computer was slow that. I don't know. I just thought my computer in theory couldn't handle Street Fighter 5 because it sure can, but not at max settings, I guess.
That's what he's super.
Yeah, I forgot that it's on punch, not kick.
Yeah, I know. Like some Tekken fans want. Basically, Tekken 5 had this stage too, and some Tekken fans want it in Tekken 7, but.
They should probably move their hopes to Tekken 8.
I think the season passes on that are on sale this week. I don't think I ever got the third one.
Deserved.
I still enjoy any game where characters from the freaking Walking Dead can fight a Final Fantasy character. Actually, come to think of it, with Tekken 7, like, do people still care about The Walking Dead as much as they did when they announced that character?
I mean, even by the time that character came out, the bloom was largely off the road.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I thought it was at least a little bit hype at the time, but it felt like it really dropped
I think it was
off.
mostly
Like,
for sheer absurdity.
fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like well, he was the fourth DLC character.
He was like pretty far in, and they'd already done like Noctis as like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, well, Noctis was like the third.
Well,
You know, undo.
How do y'all?
Am I,
You just hit start again. What? Nope, not that.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
sort
about it.
of I pressed the wrong button. I can tell it. Can you send me an invite?
Oh yeah, sure. But
I was trying to
Yeah.
press the button. I got into the leave thing menu.
yeah, don't worry, you're invited back.
You're invited.
Oh my god. Oh,
You
no.
cannot
Good.
walk away from this.
Go to back of queue. There we go.
Alright, are you ready though? Yeah. Because it's like, what is the ready button? Ah, it's the same button as the ready button.
Yeah, it's just ready again.
Okay, this is gonna be my last match of the night.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it. I was pressing like every other single button in the game except for ready button.
I'll leave it up to the gods of chance. I'll play S12 again. Oh, there's
11, damn it. 12 was a distinct person. 11 just turns into whatever he sees.
my bad. I just want Necro back. Is that so hard?
Yes. Necro was kind of supposed to be that game's Dawson, it seems like.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Necro was definitely a combination of Dalsum and Blanca.
Yeah.
Now, let's begin.
And what weird version do we get? Ah,
Man.
Devour Hour.
So much.
Such a dumb everything.
The lamest possible design.
Like, what were they going for? Was it like the idea of like being primal?
It's a Pillar Man from JoJo. It's just that instead of talking like a normal person, he talks like an idiot.
Kung fu. I'll show you.
He also has hair.
Yeah, oh, that was the other thing, hair physics.
I think that was like the
I got
big,
real drunk on hair physics for a while there.
like they're not even great hair physics, but that was like the whole thing.
They existed
Drunk on hair
now.
physics. It's like when making Monsters Inc. and they wanted to make everything incredibly furry. Like, we just want Nicholas to have really cool dreads.
Is that Nicali's real name, Nicholas?
Yeah, I just call him Nicholas. It's like, whatever, man. You don't warrant pronunciation, and I'm bad at that to begin with.
Pronunciation, nation.
That's good kung fu.
There's just like the least intimidating possible speech pattern to give a villain.
Yeah, and it makes everybody look like an idiot next to him, because it's like, again, like this match, it's like, devour hour, and suddenly it's like, you want to see my kung fu? Like...
Everyone has to just pretend that they didn't hear what he was saying.
Right, exactly. Like, they should really be like, are you okay, dude?
To be fair, I would try to avoid acknowledging it.
And then,
Just
and the
say,
story
please
mode,
do, man.
like, established that he, like produces himself from, like, a puddle or something.
yeah. I'm surprised Patyto is, oh wait, no, not Patyto. For a second I thought Patyto was, Nicali, and I was thinking, oh, I should be seeing him vomiting constantly.
That is what I do.
Gotta use your V skill.
Because it's so ridiculous. Why is that his V skill?
That's his V skill too, yeah, just
Because he
throw up.
comes out of the puddle. It's great.
He's the puddle, man. Have you been using your V skills, Goggle Bob?
The what? I'm just kidding. Predominantly, no.
They're useful, they're good. Except for the ones that are bad.
That's the thing, like, I play with so many different characters, I can't remember which ones, like, completely make it so I can no longer use a character.
I forgot that was my super.
No, not actually a grab.
Ready to move? Yeah?
That doesn't work.
Devour hour.
At least you get to lay with your head held high.
Yes. And Chun-Li's
Whatever
head
the
held
fuck.
high. Don't struggle. There is no escape from me. Alright, well that's where I'm going to call it for the evening.
That was fun.
Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Street Fighter all around. Next week we'll get back to Mega Man Legends. Actually
Back
featuring
here.
Roll.
Yeah, as opposed to that one time we used the roll costume.
Yes, exactly. Have a good night, everybody.